What is going on, guys? BCD here, back with another quick video, and today we finally have a potential fix for the Vizio. I haven't tested it yet. I'm going to be testing it on camera, which is weird, but in post-processing it should be fine. But a username by the name of a user on Reddit by the name of Amon with L's posted he got 4K HDR 120 hertz working on his PS5. So if you look here, if you go into your settings and in your video mode, you'll see whether or not it's actually giving you a 4K 120 opportunity down at the frequencies in HDR and non-HDR. As you can see, I do not have 120 hertz pulling up as supported as of now, so it doesn't detect that I have it. So in order to get that to show up, I'm going to go through the steps that he showed in the Reddit post in order to go ahead and get that to work. All right. So first up, what I'm gonna do is put the console in rest mode, not rest mode, but just turn it off completely, because you're going to have to put it in safe mode in order to get this started. And I also had it in HDMI 4, so what I have to do is switch it over to a HDMI 2.1 port. So don't forget that, because if you're doing it in a non 2.1 port, you'll never get 120 hertz to work. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that now. Alright, and in order to put your PlayStation 5 into safe mode, you just have to turn it all the way off and hold the power button until you hear two beeps. It's kind of similar. It's basically the same thing as it was on the PlayStation 4 in order to get it into safe mode. You are going to need the USB cable for this. Alright. So once you have your PlayStation 5 controller plugged in via USB, then you'll be able to go in and change settings. So again, according to the Reddit post, you want to change the video output. So while you're here, you want to make sure that you actually are in the 2.1 mode. You don't want to leave, at least that's what he stated, you don't want to leave this with it not being on. So then you go to change resolution, hit OK. Now this is at the point where he said give it some time. It may flicker on and off, but I'm not sure how much time that is. Alright, BCD here, post processing. So what I'm doing in this shot is I am actually on 2.1 mode, and then I switch to 1.4 to get the picture to show up again. And as I am in the 1.4 mode, I select 2160p, and then I select the -1, and then I switch back to 2.1 as it's testing. And then that's during that testing portion is when the handshake works and it pulls it all together. So that's what's happening here. I just wanted to clear it up because I don't make it seem so obvious in that portion of the video, but I am instantaneously switching it to 2.1 after selecting 2160p in -1 when I have to pull up the 1.4 mode just so I can see the options. Yeah. At that point, hmm. Okay. Did that work though? So if I go into my video, I go to video output information. Yeah. Okay, so 120 hertz has shown up under frequencies for HDR and non-HDR. Interesting. All right. So it works. I have to try out a game. I don't think I have a game right now. I believe Borderlands 3 supports it, but I'm not 100% sure. This is the PS5 version. Let's try it out. Borderlands. Now I have to double check whether or not Borderlands is actually a game that does that. All right, so they do say the performance mode is in 120 FPS. So I'm going to test it now to see if it feels any different. Obviously, you have to be in the performance mode in order to do that. If I'm in the right settings, I think it's under visuals. Yeah, so I'm under resolution. This is in performance mode. Feels pretty fluid. Let's play some games, people. Let's play some games. This is crazy. I mean, you gotta do all this extra, but if it works, it works. I gotta turn that sensitivity up. I can't tell. I ain't gonna hold you. And if I do it into visuals, into ooh, something is going on with the lag sensitivity on this. I'm not sure if it's caused that by but yeah, it's just it is Am I in my correct settings? Why am I in bright? It should be in like. Okay. I don't know what that was, but the lag was terrible. Okay, now it's much better. So that was user error. Make sure you're in game mode, people. Bright was terrible. Okay, let's go back to control visuals. Yep. Okay. Yep. Much smoother, people. So we got 120. I'm not sure if it's at a steady 120 or if it's at like it's a variable, but as of now, I can definitely feel the difference between the 60 mode and the 120 mode, because it does run at 4K 60 and then it does run at 1080p 120. So this is the 1080p 120 mode that you're seeing me play in as of now. And then the other one is 4K. But yeah, it actually works. I'm going to obviously put this up, but I was testing it again on live on camera so that you guys could see every little thing that I did. And yeah. Ooh, look at that butter smooth. I don't have Call of Duty on here. I only have Borderlands, so I can't really test anything else. Maybe if I have a different 120 game, I'll put some gameplay up of it, but really you're not going to be able to tell, so ain't no point. But yeah, I can definitely see the 120. But that's pretty much it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Shout out again to, I don't know his name right now. What was his name? This is the original poster, A Man with Ales. A Man with Ales put this up 19 hours ago. So, alright, I just wanted to add another thing here. So, if you go into your video output information, you can still see the 120 hertz. If I was to put this into a cold reboot, let's see if it breaks it. I know he said that it still works, but just want to test it. Wouldn't want to have to do that every time. So I'm going to turn off the TV as well. And I have it on eco mode, so it actually does do a cold boot, because I was having issues turning it on and off. The TV, I mean. So let's see. Just started up the PS5. It's still in HDR10. This is port 2 for the Vizio OLED, so you know I'm in port 2.1. Hey, a mom with the L's just got some. Oh yeah, got some street cred with this one. Let me see. Yeah, still works. I'm assuming it was just a handshake issue on the PlayStation 5 situation. So now that the handshake issue has been addressed via safe mode, it no longer needs to have that issue. Now, I'm not sure what happened if you pull the HDMI out completely and put it back in. Maybe that handshake would have to reinitialize again in the safe mode, but as of now, is if you're cold booting and you're turning it back on, it should be able to tell what frequencies you have because you did all that in safe mode. So yeah, shout out to the Reddit user, a man with L's. It works, so it gets my approval. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.